Yeah, so I think equity, diversity and inclusion is pretty central to the mission of the social investment sector broadly, because ultimately what the sector is trying to do is build a fairer and more sustainable way of investing money sort of right across the economy, supporting a whole different range of organisations. And we can't build a fairer and more sustainable future without understanding the flaws of the system that we're building it on, because we're building it from where we are, and if we don't understand the challenges, the inequalities, the discrimination in where we are now, we'll just replicate that in the future, and that isn't what I don't think anyone in the sector wants to achieve. So that's why it's pretty fundamental to where we're going.
So I feel, the whole point of having the social investment sector is to really create a better society, and the only way that we can do that is if we support everybody, and a huge part of that is creating an equitable space that we can both fund but also support people who do that funding, whether those are fund managers out in the ecosystem or our own people here at BSC.
Yeah, I agree with everything Rosie said. What we do, what the social enterprise sector does, is one component of making a better society. I think EDI is fundamental to that, but I think even more broadly than sort of the narrow definition of EDI, I think all of us treating each other with respect and integrity is really important in all aspects of what we do. And I think it's really important that we, both the board and the organisation of BSC, model that. We're certainly not perfect, but we feel we want to be able to model being good at EDI and good at treating everybody with respect and integrity, and that we're seen as an example to others in that line.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I think it goes across all levels. What we talk about the board, setting out the way that we want to do, the way that we do things, but also actually just our everyday interactions. Yeah. That make up that respectful and inclusive environment.
I think everybody's got their own unique brilliances that they bring to life. You might have people ticking different boxes when it comes to completing an EDI form, but it goes way beyond that. And we know from more recent times about talking about intersectionality that it goes deeper and beyond that. And for me, it's about just really finding everyone's uniquenesses that they can bring, different attitudes, different perspectives, different creativity. Pulling that all together in a pot can really do wonders and make everyone think and respond and act differently, and it's key to society and get everyone getting on and getting the best out of each other.
It's fundamentally about sort of human decency and treating people equally as human beings, not on the basis of anything that's there by chance or from where they come from, the colour of their skin, the nature of their sexuality. It's about treating people fairly equally as a human, and that's sort of pretty fundamental moral principle in my view, that you've got to treat people properly, decently and fairly, and that's what it's about ultimately.